Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Rereads. I'm Rhiannon and today it's the 1st of February already, I know. I'm going to be filming my wrap up for February tomorrow, the 2nd of Feb, because I have a bit of time before my next shift at work. So anyway, I wanted to do this video because it is the start of Femuary, which means to read as many books, well not to read as many books, but to read from authors who are women and also talk about your inspirational women that have inspired you. I have a few inspirational women in my life, including my mum, my grandma, my granny. She doesn't like being called grandma. The people who I volunteer with girl guides with, because they're all inspirational. My friends, who some of them are very inspirational. And all the books I read that are by women I find inspirational. So I just picked up what I had on my TBR. I also got some books from the library as well. So let's get started. First of all, I would like to read The Most Dangerous Place on Earth by Lindsay Lee Johnson. This sounds intriguing. It's a dystopian. I want to review this one because I got it from the publisher. So thank you from the publisher, Hodder. Don't know too much about this. I know that Lindsay has a Master of Professional Writing degree from the University of Southern California and BA in English from the University of California. So that's what I know about the author, because there's a bit of an author blurb at the back there. But I don't really know too much about this. All I know is I like to read it, pick it up for February. The next book I really want to read because it's a really popular book, and I think Alice Walker, I haven't read any of her stuff yet, but I think Alice Walker is a very inspirational author from what I hear, and that is, I would like to pick up The Colour Purple. I've had this on my shelf for ages. I've also got one of her other books as well from on my Kindle that I want to pick up too. So yeah, I want to read The Colour Purple by Alice Walker. The next book I got was from the publisher is Giselles' Bucket List, My Life with a Very Large Dog by Lauren Fern Watt. It's about a dog called Giselle, basically. English Mastiff, and it's basically her owner decides to do her a bucket list because she gets very ill, from what I read from the blurb. She gets ill, and it's, and so the author decides before she goes that she'll give her dog a bucket list, which I think is very interesting, and I think I'm going to be in tears by the end of this book because I love dogs and things like that, so I really want to read this one for February. And then I got this to review again. It's The Girl Who Climbed Everest by Benita Norris. I've been wanting to read this for a very long time. I need to get to it because I want to review it. But it's basically about her journey about climbing Everest, and I just like this cover. This cover is very nice. I like it. So yeah, I want to read inspirational women who've done things like this. So yeah, I'm excited to read this one. The next books I've had on my bucket list ever since the show started, basically, and I picked these two up. Basically, is Call the Midwife by It's Call the Midwife. It's the memoirs by Jennifer Worth. I love Call the Midwife show. I find the show very inspirational, and I want to read the real life Call the Midwives from this book because I think they are very inspirational women and things like that. And then when I picked that, after I've read that one, I would like to go on and read Shadows of the Workhouse by Jennifer Worth. Again, it's the second one, and then hopefully I'll get the third one once I read these two, because I really want to read all the she's written quite a lot. Now I want to read Farewell of the East End, and then In the Mist of Life, also again by Jennifer Worth. Then I want to read Half of a Yellow Sun. I've been putting this on my TBRs for blooming ages, and I need to get around to reading it because I've heard so much about this author, which I'm not going to pronounce because I'm going to butcher her name, but apparently she is amazing, and I really want to read. The next book I want to read is My Animals and Other Family by Claire Balding. I absolutely love watching Claire Balding on TV. She's a very inspirational woman. I can't wait to read this book. I picked this up from the charity shop, and I can't wait to read it and things like that. And then the next book I got was, because I'm a fan of the show as well as the actress, is Lauren Graham's book. It's called Talking as Fast as I Can by Lauren Graham, from Gilmore Girls to Gilmore Girls and everything in between. I love Lauren Graham. I think she's a blast. I think she's funny. I can't wait to read it. Apparently the audiobook, because she narrates it, is meant to be really funny, but I can't afford Audible at the moment. So I'm going to read the book instead. So yeah. And then I think I might, during February, I might dip in and out of some Beatrice Potter stuff. Because Beatrice Potter is also one of my inspirational people that I admire, I look up to. I absolutely love her. She is a brilliant author. She's a brilliant author, and I absolutely love her. Then I went and picked up some books from the library, one of which I don't know where I put, but I should find it soon. That one isn't from the library. I should see you soon, but it's also written by a man, but it's also about Florence Nightingale, which is one of my other wonderful women that I've been inspired by. Even though like most of the women I'm inspired by are now long gone and deceased, they're still they're some way still inspirational to me, and all the things they did in their lives that I've taken and things like that. So yeah, I got a book and it's called Florence Nightingale, the Myth, the Legend, sort of thing. Right, and then I went and then the two books I have here that are from the library is The Comment Seekers by Helen Sedgwick. I've read the blurb and I really wanted to read it. And look at I know the library thing's in the way, but look at that end page. Look, it's got comments on it. That's amazing. I absolutely love this. I'm already in love with this book because of the end page. It's absolutely that, and it's written by a woman. It's cool. Yeah, I can't wait to read this. I don't know much about it, apart from it's called The Comment Seekers. So, and I like the tagline: 2 lives, 1,000 years, one night sky. And this cover is pretty cover. I've decided, because I'm on a book buying ban, if there are any books I really, really like reading from the library, and I'm only going to limit to one, unfortunately. So if there's any books I really, really want from the library, I get each month, and I want to buy physically for my own collection, I will probably do that. So I'll limit myself to one book a month if it's from the library, if I read it from the library, and I want it and I want to keep it. Then next I got Claire Furness, The Year of the Rat. I don't know too much about it, but I did pick it up ages ago from my library, but I didn't get around to reading it. So hopefully I'll get around to reading this one. And then next I got this, because again, she's one of my other inspirational authors, and I read a book so many times. I got this when I went to her house. It is The Wit and Wisdom of Jane Austen, edited by Joelle Her. It's just little wits and wisdoms from Jane Austen, things like that, and they're quite inspirational from her books. I do love Jane Austen and things like that, just little quirks, and it's got stuff about her life in there as well. And yeah, I just think this is a really good little book to, read and dive into. It's about, things like that. And it's pretty. Look at that cover. I love it. Oh, it's a gorgeous cover. Anyway, that was my Femuary TBR. I hope you enjoy it. I hope if you're taking part in Femuary, please leave it down in the comments. If you have any inspirational women in your life that you are inspired by, then please do leave them down in the comments as well. Femuary was created by the wonderful Lauren at Lauren and the Books, so thank you to her. It's a great idea. I can't wait to read more women this month. But I just want to say a little disclaimer, and this is just my opinion, is I don't think society at the moment should be saying we need more of this and more of that in, for example, I don't think we need more of women, and we do need more, but we don't need more of women in literature, and we don't need more men in literature. It needs to be equal. We need an equal amount of women. We need an equal amount of men in literature. It's not just literature, in the acting world, in work. We need to be equal now. We don't need more of this, because I fear that if we're pushing more women and stuff, then in 50 odd years time, we're gonna get men saying we need more men, and we'll be doing these Femuary stuff but for men in the future. So I think it just needs to be equal. We need to have an equal society now. In 2017, we're way beyond we've gone way past history now. It's 2017, we still need to be equal as a society, so we don't need more of this or more of that, we just need equal things, if that makes sense. So yeah, that was my Femuary TBR, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.